You must learn how to apologize to yourself in order for you to be forgiven. Welcome or welcome back. It's your favorite mental health specialist, Ty Guidance, and that is what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Now, with that being said, because there's no right or wrong way to heal yourself, always and only take what resonates as well as leave the rest. So if it doesn't apply, don't force it. It's not for you. Let it be. As well as take what resonates, leave the rest. Grab your pens, grab your paper, and be prepared to take notes. For the month of December, as 2025 is coming to an end as I'm recording this video, it's really important that now you evaluate what has happened to you within the past 11, 12 months, or whenever you see this. So therefore, moving forward into 2026, or just as you're continuing to heal yourself and elevate, you're not making the same choices. You're not making the same decisions. You're not beating yourself up over things that you cannot change. What has helped me along my healing journey was to apologize to my past self. A lot of us are so quick to brush over our past. A lot of us have been ashamed or embarrassed. And I make these videos to reassure you, to remind you that one, you're not alone, and two, you should never be embarrassed or ashamed or feel less of a person because you had to go through certain things that you've had to learn from. In life, everybody's going to learn. Some people learn every single day. Some people learn for 20 years, 30, 40 years. Some people learn until they're no longer here. Once you realize that you're going to make choices in life and you make choices that are intentional with who you want to be, everything else was what it was. The reason why it's so hard for people to heal themselves and actually not feel depressed and actually not have anxiety and actually let go of their past is because you haven't forgave yourself. Who you were at 5 years old may not be who you are right now at 35 or 25 or 105, 55. Let me know how old you are. I'm 28 making this video. And what I've learned within the first 28 years of my life is that I've constantly changed and evolved and grown. So it's not fair to myself, my inner child, my younger self, or even you watching this to be hard on myself. What I knew at 10 years old, I didn't know at 28. What I knew at 5 years old, I didn't know at 1 year old. We have to be taught and shown how to live life from our parents, from our families, from people we go to school with, from people we meet. Some people may be considered to be good. Some people may be considered to be bad. It is okay if you've learned certain choices and certain behaviors from certain people, places, and things. Why? Because you were able to experience for yourself and you were able to make up in your mind if it was for you or it's not. So for the month of December, we're going to continue to motivate, inform, and educate. So if you're new here, that's what we do, right? As a mental health specialist, we talk about healing and positivity. But for the month of December, for this playlist, it's strictly just going to be reassurance and motivational videos, unless you guys want me to talk about something that I haven't already. If you're new here, I have over 500 plus videos breaking down what to do, how to do, and when to do it. But this video specifically and strategically is just about forgiveness. You really have to sit with yourself in order for you to forgive yourself. So these are going to be the recommendations on how you can start forgiving yourself. So therefore, 2026, whenever you're watching this, you're not continuing to hold dead weight. That is the only reason why you are suffering. Everything else that you went through that you thought was going to take you out, you would be dead. And once you realize how precious and how valuable your life is, you will start to make better choices. It's no reason to think that you're a failure or that you can't improve. And I'm speaking from experience, you guys. I went through a lot of things. I've had to learn a lot of things by myself. If I didn't learn by myself, it was literally based off of what I saw on YouTube, on the internet, from people at work, people at school, same things. People only know what they know. So it's like being hard on yourself for not knowing certain things that you've had to learn over time and improve. It's not doing anything for you and it's not helping you. And it's the reason why you have the attachment. So the first recommendation on why you should start forgiving yourself is to realize if you are unhappy with where you are, you need to figure out what you can do to change it. Because at the end of the day, you will have some people like me, your favorite mental health specialist, who's really your favorite rich auntie, who are going to care about you. But if people choose not to care about you, the least that you could do is care about yourself. When you guys watch these videos, other than liking and engaging, all I'm asking is that you guys are taking what resonates and you're letting me know if it works or not. Everybody is not me. Everyone is not going to care about other people. But in order for people to care about themselves and others, they have to care about them. In order for other people to care about other people, they have to be able to care about themselves, is what I'm trying to say. So you need to figure out, why don't you care about yourself? Because in order to apologize to yourself, you have to care. You have to care. Why don't you care anymore? Why don't you care to dress up nicely? Why don't you care anymore to make sure that you are presentable? Why did you stop caring? Why don't you care? What happened to you to where you don't care? The second recommendation in order for you to forgive yourself and practice forgiveness is knowing that you only knew what you knew. So once you figure out why you stopped caring, I need you to acknowledge what you were taught and shown, what choices that you made that you weren't too proud of, or you try to sweep underneath the rug, or you try to hide in a closet with skeletons. You have to realize, if you made certain choices and it wasn't the best, that's what you did. You have to be able to self-reflect. Like, it's no reason to have resentment or anger or bitterness or to hold a grudge against people, places, and things, because I'm telling you from experience, the people and places and things who hurt you and harm you and traumatize you, they don't care. They're effed up. A lot of people are not mentally and emotionally stable, or psychologically, consciously and emotionally, and even financially. They're not. This world, there's a lot of corruption, confusion, and chaos. It doesn't matter where you are in this world. Even though it may not be your reality, you may have witnessed or seen people, like on the news, people struggling, people in Africa, people all over the place. You have to be able to identify what you felt in that moment and acknowledge what you did considered to be right or wrong, but just overall know that it's a lesson. It's a moment for you to learn. So the third thing is, as you're forgiving yourself, you got to start being gentler to yourself. Like, the moment I started speaking life over myself, the moment I started to speak positivity into my life, the moment I just sat with myself, I isolated myself, I separated myself, I no longer showed up around people and places and things who were not worthy of my energy, the more I was able to realize I need to be gentle. Like, if I didn't know certain things at the age of 20 and I'm 28, why would I sit here and talk badly to myself? It's bad enough you had to suffer and struggle and go through trials and tribulations. Like, so it's like, why not be graceful towards yourself? Learn to give yourself grace. Like, learning to apologize to yourself is necessary. And personally, from experience, until you apologize to yourself and you mean it, and you start to do the best that you can with where you are and what you have, you're constantly going to be angry at yourself. Because a lot of times, it's not even about what people and places and things did. It's the fact that we did not either know any better, so maybe we were innocent, maybe we were naive, maybe we were ignorant, or we knew better and we stayed because maybe we didn't have self-esteem, maybe we didn't have confidence, maybe we didn't believe in ourselves, maybe we were just so used to wanting and desiring company that we tolerated and we settled. And me personally, I can honestly say that in my earlier 20s, I went through a lot of trauma. And it's not to say that, oh, people need to feel bad for me or I'm a victim. I'm not. And this is why I've learned to forgive myself, because had I not forgiven myself for where I was at 20 versus now at 28, about to be 29, I don't know. I don't want that for myself. Like, I've never been a bitter person, number one. So this is why I practice forgiveness. Number two, what other people say and do. Like I said, I've never valued people that much. I never focused on people that much anyways, to put that much energy towards them. So that wasn't going to be a thing. But as I'm making this video, as you guys are considering me to be admirable or inspirational, or you like the energy, you want the same reality or similar to you, like, you have to learn how to forgive yourself. And forgiving yourself is not a bad thing. Like, so many people think forgiving themselves is an attack or it's hard. It's not hard and it's not an attack once you realize if you don't have people pouring into you, you have to be there for you. Like, I am a confident person inside and out. And you cannot fake energy. You can't manipulate it. You can't deny it. You need to be so secure in yourself. You need to be confident. That's what we promote and push on this account is confidence, genuinely, authentically, out of love and peace and kindness and being nice and being respectful, because there are respectful, nice, and peaceful and kind people in this world. But once again, you don't need to be worried about how the world is if you're not that way for yourself. So I'm challenging you, whenever you have any negative thoughts, which we've talked about how to deal with negative emotions, or if you want a new video, refresh, let me know, comment down below. But whenever you have negative thoughts, I need you to start asking yourself in the moment, why are you feeling this way? Why are you talking to yourself like that? What is causing you? Where is it stemming from? And I want you to start apologizing to yourself out loud. I want you to apologize to yourself. I want you to apologize to yourself anytime you feel like you've done something wrong. And I want you to start paying attention to why you're saying sorry to yourself. Once you connect the dots, once you realize why you're apologizing to yourself, you'll realize, okay, I did this. I apologize, Ty. I didn't mean to do that to you. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Let me not do this again. Like, learn the lessons, boys and girls, theys and she's and we's and he's, okay? Elemental P's, LGQ 2123s. Learn the lesson. Learn the lesson so you don't have to keep being sorry and sorry and sorry. Like, learn the lesson. It is a process. You're not alone. It requires energy. Like, my content on this account, I do have other social media. If you see me anywhere else, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe and follow for more. But like on this account, I'm not tolerating it. So you're either gonna meet me where I am, which is here, because there's no limitations to life or abundance, or you're gonna stay where you are. But if you know somebody who's ready to be here, send it and share it to them, because I need to see it. But start with yourself. Just apologize to yourself. You could see this video and just put in the comment section, I'm sorry. And apologize for what you're sorry for. I'm sorry for lying. I'm sorry for cheating. I'm sorry for not taking care of you. I'm sorry for not having confidence. And then whatever you apologize for, I want you to start working on. You got to start educating yourself. How do I become more confident? Which I have a video for. How do I become secure in myself? Which I have a video for. So rather you watch me explain it, or you go to your therapist, you go see a psychiatrist, or you have friends and family you can find in, or you have God, answers to the universe. Once again, we're not here to force religion, spirituality. You got to start doing better. That's all it is. Learn to forgive yourself, apologize to yourself, give yourself grace, be patient, be gentle, know it's a process. And yes, when you're not used to talking about emotions and trials and tribulations and traumas, it is going to be a lot to unpack. But you got to ask yourself, do you want to be sorry, or do you want to be happy? Do you want to be sorry, or do you want to be abundant? Do we want to be sorry, or do we want to be living our best life? Do we want to be sorry, or do we want to be living in the present moment so we can create our future and live the reality that we want to? So I'm ending off the video with that because I've yapped way too much. Thank you guys. I love you guys. Once again, follow me on all my social media platforms. All the information is down in the description box below. Head to TikTok and on Instagram, because for the month of 2025, for the month of December, and the year of 2025, I'm going to be going live talking about this stuff in real time. After that, 2026, you just got to stay tuned. So turn on your post notification, like the video, let me know what resonates, let me know what you need to work on. And like I said, don't be shy. It's a judge-free platform. All negativity ignored and blocked, okay? And book your service in your session if you need a one-on-one. But yeah, till next time, peace.